Emerson, we're here at Interlagos. You won the first 2 races at Interlagos. What was it like to race on the old Interlagos?
You know, the old Interlagos was a small Nürburgring because you have all different types of corners. Slow corners, uphill, downhill, fast corners. Turn 1 was like Indianapolis, 1 and 2. It was so fast.
Can you remember the atmosphere back in 73, 74, 75? Did Brazil immediately have a passion for Formula One?
It was crazy. You know, I remember, I think 74, that was so hot that the fire trucks have to put water on the public because they were melting the heat. It was end of January, right in the middle of the summer. You know, I won the first Grand Prix, Lotus, then McLaren next year, and then the third year, Carlos Pace, and I was second, had 1 and 2 Brazilians on the podium, and then everybody said, oh, it's like a football. Brazil now is going to dominate Formula One forever.
Well, it certainly did for a while.
Wow.
But what was it like in the M23, one of the most agile and driver-friendly cars that McLaren has ever produced, almost?
It was fantastic driving Interlagos. I remember turn 1, 2, I was nearly taking flat. And the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes of practice, Jarrier of the Shadow took my pole. And I asked Teddy Mayer, said, can I go out and try 1 and 2 flat? And I did flat. But right in the middle of 1, it bottomed the front end. I went a little wide, I hit the grass, did the 360. And I come back to the pit. My legs are shaking. And a British journalist come to me and said, Emerson, what incredible car control. I was so lucky.
Now let's talk a little bit more about Senna. I think it was 76 where you say he came here first. Just what impression did Senna make on you the first time you met him?
Well, I mean, he was so fast in go-karting. And then he came to my office, he said, I want to go to England. I called Ralph Van Diemen. I said, Ralph, I have a champion to win the championship for you. Oh, Emerson. And I sent Ayrton, he won. Sure.
How much would you like to have raced against him in Formula One?
Well, he tested my Indy Car, and I was hoping that year they would have Ayrton, Nigel, and myself. Nigel went. Ayrton nearly went. He liked the Indy Car. The Indy cars are very nice to drive.
Was he immediately quick in the Indy Car?
Yes, we drove in a very short street circuit in Phoenix. I did a few laps before he drove the car. Immediately he went faster, and Ayrton was so much talent, natural talent, you know? And he was always overdriving his own way. He wanted to be better than himself all the time. That's difficult, but he was always trying.